I've never found an Asian guy attractive, and it's just preference.
Me too.
Like, I just never have.
One race you laddies wouldn't date.
Asian.
I don't know. I don't think I could date an Asian guy again. You know, I don't mean to be racist against my own race, but...
White male, Asian female is improbably the most common interracial couple. They are a quarter of all interracial marriages. Despite Asian women being only 8% of married women, they almost outnumber Asian male, white female, white male, black male, white female. White male, Asian female couples are statistically weird.
I'm glad to have you, amazing viewer. Thank you so much for stopping by. I appreciate your love and support for my content. If you're passing by for the first time, remember subscribing to the channel. And if you're coming back to watch my video, you are the real one. I appreciate your love and support, and thank you for all the feedbacks that you guys are sending to me. Another interesting video, guys. Asian women who are finding their men unattractive, but they're rather attracted to white men. This is very interesting. And why is that? The problem is they're diminishing their own men. I find them not attractive. Could that be internalized racism that so many people are referring to? And why are they finding themselves in this situation? And also realize that you remember the story of Korea, where they are facing an issue with childbirth, you know, the low childbirth that is going on there. Could that be the reason? Let's find out. These are stitches that I came across on TikTok, but as usual, they are not exhausting. Your thoughts count. Whatever you want, whatever pops in your mind as you listen to these teachers, don't hesitate to leave your thoughts in the comment section. I love interacting, and I appreciate that you're spending your precious time with me. Continue on.
If you don't know any of this, you've been interracially dating incorrectly. I'm gonna start off strong. Black women like to come off as strong and independent, but in reality, there's a group of women that they feel very threatened by, and that is white women. Black women stay stressed out by white women. And white women don't really see black women as competition like that. But do you know who white women do feel threatened by? Asian women. Specifically Eastern Asian women, by the way, not the other types. Sorry, Indian women, but I'll get to you later. So Eastern Asian women aren't sweating white girls for the most part. But you want to know who shivers their timbers? Latinas! Arriba! Okay, to be fair to Asian women, everyone is threatened by Latinas. Everyone calls black women the blueprint, but according to most plastic surgeons in the world, Latinas are. Every girl that goes under the knife comes out looking a little more Latina. That's not an accident.
So let's talk about Asian women not dating Asian men. So this is actually very controversial in the Asian community, and you'll be definitely bashed on if you're an Asian woman dating a white guy. And even more bashed on if you say, I don't date Asian guys because they remind me of my relative, remind me of whoever, or if you really push on the Asian stereotypes. And it really comes back to internalized racism. And this is when you hate your own race because of X, Y, and Z. But as someone who has embraced their Asianness, you gotta really love yourself and your people. So if you meet an Asian woman that says, oh, I don't date Asian men, ask them why. And if they say, oh, it's because they look like my brother, that's some BS.
Struggling to have intercourse.
Because they have a small, I wouldn't know, but I never try.
So this is why the Asian men versus Asian women discourse will continue for generations, because it is about putting down your own community and race. That's the problem. It would be one thing for me to say, as an Asian dating coach, to tell my Asian brothers, oh, you date outside of your race because being Asian sucks at, you know, or language sucks, or food sucks, or culture sucks, or, you know, all that sucks. But I don't do that. I believe that you can teach men to be confident without putting anyone, especially your own identity, down. Unfortunately, there is a small but vocal subset of Asians who think that they can earn points by dating outside their race, specifically by putting down their own Asian community, their culture, their family, their language, their food.
Asian girls are just way out of their league.
We're back to square one, and these girls don't understand the difference between preference and internalized racism. I don't know what it is, but Asian girls keep coming on here talking about how they hate Asian men, they'll never date Asian men. And before you come for me, I'm not saying all Asian women. Shout out to the Asian women that got her back, like Zhao Jing and Christy.
We see a lot of Asian women dating white guys. Some of them would be talking shit about Asian men.
About how she doesn't date Asian men, how they all look like her brother, how they're all ugly, and all of them went for her and made it a teaching lesson as well. I'm proud to surround myself with women who don't align themselves with that kind of behavior.
One thing these girls need to realize, it really really emasculates Asian men and it really puts us down. Like, it's fine if we hear it from other races, but to hear it from like our own Asian women, our own kind, to tell us that we ain't shit, that hurts, you know, like, cause we love y'all. I mean, throughout years, Asian men have been emasculated while Asian women are fetishized and like romanticized. So for you to knock us down even hurts even more. Hell, that even makes you say like the men in your life ain't shit, like your dad ain't shit, your grandpa ain't shit. I mean, without them, you wouldn't be here.
Child, sweet child. It's not a bug, it's a feature.
Can't date Asian guys. It just feels like I'm dating my brother. I know.
Hey, we all know white guys and Asian girls is one of the most popular relationships in the world. And while they are not all problematic or toxic or come from a place of internalized racism, we do recognize that, yeah, there is a minority. It's small, but it's not tiny, right? And they are very vocal and they are very influential who date specifically outside the race, specifically because they believe their Asian identity is inferior and that by gaining white adjacent privilege, their lives will be better. And they're not entirely wrong about that. But the real kicker is the fact that they put down their Asian identity, their Asian community, their families, and other men. Like, date whomever you want, but you don't have to throw your Asian community under the bus to do that. And I also believe that for my Asian brothers, when I coach them, you can uplift Asian men to be confident without putting women down.
Despite the fact that the majority of Asian women who marry white guys put down their men, you know, it's also important to acknowledge those who do it for genuine reasons, those who do it for love, those who meet with genuine reasons and they just love white guys without putting down their men. So it's important to acknowledge that.
All I can now think about is like, is someone gonna think I'm white worshiping because I am on this date with this guy? Mm-hmm. Like, do I now have to prove myself and live my life for other people because I'm afraid of their judgment? It's not like you've only dated white guys. Actually, I was in a 4-year relationship with an Asian guy. Yeah, exactly.
I've gotten messages before saying like, why would you continue this narrative? Oh, another Asian girl that chooses a white guy. Why would you do that? I find it a little sad. Yeah. Anytime there's hater messages, it comes from someone who's like unhealed, unhappy, onto a stranger on the internet making assumptions. Like they assume I don't like Asian guys or that white people are superior. The regular reasons you marry someone: timing, similar values, you're attracted to them. And just because I'm attracted to one white guy doesn't mean I'm not attracted to any Asian guys, because I've dated across the board. I was a hoe, okay? I've dated across the board. Amazing Asian guys, amazing Latin guys, all over the place, okay? And it just happens that the person I chose is white.
Unfortunately, children born from this union also get to face criticism. Listen to what this lady had to go through.
Well, Jojo Los Angeles, that's a pretty racist stereotype, and that was not at all the point of my video. I get that I'm like the stereotypical Asian with, you know, the Asian mom and the white dad, but that doesn't mean that Asian women are just like clamoring, like running to marry just any random white dude off the street. So, you know, you don't need to run. The Asian women are not like running after you specifically. So you don't even need to worry about this. But this weird racist argument falls apart pretty quickly. If you just talk to any Asian woman ever, and I only half count, I get that. But for me personally, I've never had a white boyfriend. My boyfriend now is not white. So the logic falls apart almost immediately. So I have no idea what you're talking about.
That was it about this video, guys, but the statistics are really questionable. It's really giving us reasons for doubt, you know. It seems like the majority of women, Asian women, find their men unattractive and they call them brothers. Say, I don't want to marry my brother. I don't know why they feel that way. I really don't know why they feel that way. And I don't know where is that unattractiveness coming from. Yeah, maybe we need to do more research on this, and yeah, you can also dig deep with something that you're interested in and know what's really going on, so that we can you can also share with us kindly. Yeah, I'll also do further research on this. It's interesting to watch this. It's interesting. I appreciate that you watched to this extent. Don't forget to leave me your thoughts. Don't forget to give me a like. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Turn on the bell so that you get notified whenever I have a new video. Goodbye for now. I appreciate it. Ciao. So much love.